Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Welcome, first of all, to this beautiful Théâtre de Vaudeville and to the first ever Agriculture and Rural Inspiration Awards. I'll tell you why the first ever later. My name is David Lamb. I'm joined tonight by my colleague, ARIA Latina. We're from the EU CAP network, and we'll be your hosts for this evening's ceremony. We're joined tonight by networks from across Europe, by a wide range of stakeholders, including managing authorities, paying agencies, researchers, advisors, LAGs, operational groups, and European organizations. Not least, we have attendance and support from across the EU CAP network and from the European Commission, notably in the person of Mr. Wolfgang Burtscher, Director General for Agriculture and Rural Development, who will join us and speak to us on stage very shortly. We are, of course, joined in the front rows by the magnificent and, frankly, rather beautiful project finalists. Welcome to you. You're the stars of the show, really, tonight. Absolutely. There's no need to be nervous, but the bathrooms are round to the left. We'll get to you and to the actual winners, but we're building a bit of tension as we go along tonight. So what I want to do is just to say, first of all, if you are feeling nervous, now's the moment to realize that we are being joined by an online audience across the EU, watching from across the EU and possibly even beyond. The ceremony will be recorded, and the awards are being shown on the YouTube channel right now. You can use the hashtag if you want to join in on social media, ARIA Awards 23, and not forgetting the new handle for the network, EU CAP Network. So, I said this is the first of ARIA. That's because we've had before now the format of the competition called RIA, the Rural Inspiration Awards. But the focus of this year's competition includes EAFRD projects and EAGF projects in 4 categories. So we're going to see them soon: environmental protection, smart and competitive agriculture, the socio-economic fabric of rural areas, and rural stakeholder skills. Irini, let's hear a little bit more about the project categories.
Thank you, David. The project entries were proposed and described by national networks. There were 92 entries in total, and the screening of these entries resulted in 6 shortlisted projects per category. A jury composed of different stakeholders judged and selected a winner per category. In addition, a popular vote was launched where all stakeholders could vote for their favorite project. The popular vote was closed on the 1st of December, and we will soon find out who the winner is. Thank you so much for voting.
At this point, I would like to signal, as every year it seems to be increasingly the case, that the standard and quality of the submissions was exceptional. And we will seek to promote and provide further details of all the projects, not just those shortlisted for the final, but all the submissions, as much as we possibly can, through our online, through website, through publications, and through networking. But first of all, we'd like to get this ceremony started, and I'll ask Mr. Burtscher to come up and give us some opening words to welcome us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, networkers in agriculture and rural development policy, and all of you who watch us on web stream. It is with great pleasure that I join you today at this beautiful venue, as inspirational as the occasion that brought us together today. The Agricultural and Rural Inspiration Awards, as the name tells, recognizes inspiring projects co-funded by the Common Agricultural Policy and the commitment and hard work of the people who developed and implemented these projects. The 92 nominated projects from 20 member states indicate a huge interest in participating and provides a huge potential for sharing success stories, about projects that support, as we have heard, competitiveness, skills and innovation in agriculture and rural areas, and make a contribution to the CAP environmental and socio-economic objectives as reflected in the categories of the competition. Such good project examples inspire peer learning, facilitate knowledge transfer, encourage the replication of benefits, and build capacity among CAP stakeholders. For me, this is also an occasion to hear how your excellent projects really make a difference on the ground and can serve as inspirational ideas across the European Union. I am particularly pleased that this year's theme of the awards put an emphasis on skills, contributing in this way also to the European Year of Skills. Having the right set of skills is important for long-term sustainable growth and competitiveness in all sectors, in particular agriculture, which is nowadays facing numerous challenges, economic, social, and environmental. I therefore look forward to listening about projects that show opportunities provided by CAP funding in supporting innovation and competitiveness, gaining new skills and social inclusion. I want to congratulate representatives of all 24 shortlisted projects. Whether you receive an award or not, be proud, because your hard work and achievements are priceless. And I just had the opportunity to see many of the projects that you have submitted, and I'm really impressed. I would like to thank you for your work and great inspirational value on what CAP can do. We will make good use of and valorize them. They will be showcased in the good practice database and in a dedicated publication of the network, so your work and experience can outreach and benefit other stakeholders. With this message, I will hand over to our moderator. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Burtscher. We're going to hear more from Mr. Burtscher later, because he'll be announcing the bit that you're all really waiting for, which is the finalists themselves. So, at this point, as we're in the wonderful setting of this beautiful theatre, and where many of you have dressed for the occasion, don't worry too much if you haven't. I can't really see because it's quite dark, although I think there's a man that's naked in row 8. But we're going to invite each category onto the stage and have a short exchange with them, because many of them have brought an object that symbolizes their project. We'll invite all the finalists per category onto the stage and show a short video that outlines the category overall. The award of each winner will take place after a short break, once we've been introduced to all 4 categories. We said we were building tension. We're doing our best, okay? So let's get started with the first category, and that category is environmental protection. So not all of them can be here tonight, but we'll invite those that are here onto the stage now. So from Austria, Farming for Nature, who couldn't be here, please, yes. From Spain, they couldn't be here, but the on-farm growth and application of mycorrhizae. From Portugal, could also not be here, but Aina and Kiwi. But from Portugal can be here is the Landscape Farm. From Slovenia, the network of waterways in Kamnik-Savinja Alps. And from Finland, Fab Patch are here. So each of our finalists are able to be here, and we believe that Slovenian finalists are somewhere wending their way through traffic, and they may make it just about in time. But you've brought an object with us. Let's start with Austria, Farming for Nature. What have you brought?
I am the first, it seems. So is the minute already gone? No. I have brought with me the award which the farmers get. So what we are doing is that among the 150,000 farmers in Austria, we are looking for, year by year, 5 ambassadors for biodiversity. And when we found them, they get this award, which is much more beautiful than the thing what I have in hand. It's glass and grass and wood. And what we do then in the year is that we support them through the media, through radio, television, articles. They make kitchen table online meetings and field trips. And we have one farmer who produces climate positive wheat. We have one farmer who don't remove the horn from the cows and is more extensive and says, I don't want to adapt the animals to the production. I want to adapt the production to the animals. One has 250 butterfly species. And the main story, what we do is that we bring the backstage story in this ambassador thing. So we are asking, what is your attitude to biodiversity? How you got the idea? What do the neighbors say? How you survived that? What the neighbors say? And what is your advice to other farmers? And what is your next idea? So thank you very much to be here, and we are very proud that we can be here. And this is the part of Austria.
Thank you, Wolfgang.
Thank you very much.
And so we will now move to the Landscape Farm from Portugal, please. You have prepared an object, I think, and you've brought it with you. Would like to say, oh, yeah.
Would you? Yeah, you can. It's much better if you say your words, but
okay, but after this, it's a bit difficult for me to explain something like this. But I brought Giribald. It's a product made from olive wood, and it's a product that it's made for the kitchen, and also to eat from after you cook it. And it's a product that it's very old in our region, that it's the Ribatejo in Portugal. And it's for after a long day of work at the farm, that the farmers would make the traditional plate that it's mangusto, that it's our plate in our region, and they will cook it with this olive wood. It's like a, how do you say it?
Utensil.
Utensil, exactly. And then they use it to eat it with it. So yeah, it brings all together the landscape, because it's like a heart of the project as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And so we'll pass then directly to Fab Patch from Finland, please. What have you brought with you?
Thank you very much. We are mothers of Fab Patch, vaatelastari in Finnish, and our object is spoon.
Okay.
We want to invite you all for the repair revolution, because now anyone can repair their clothing anytime, anywhere, very easily and stylish way.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. As we said, the Slovenian nominees aren't quite able to make it, but we'll hear from them a little later. But for now, thank you for introducing your category. Please leave your objects on the table, because we're going to gather them all up and we'll have a display overall. So I'll ask you to go back to your seats, but we're going to be looking at you a little bit later for the announcement of your category. Thank you once more. now back to Irini.
Thank you, David. So now we move to the second category for tonight, the smart and competitive agriculture. This category looked at projects that contribute to a smart, resilient and diversified agricultural sector, ensuring long-term food security. Let's have a look at a short video presenting all the finalists. I see a very long queue of finalists waiting to come on stage. Please, come on the stage. The nominated finalists in this category are from Estonia, Fibes, welcome. From Belgium, treated wastewater for sub-irrigation. From Spain, Coffee Topit. From field to glass. From Italy. From Finland, Coro Causi. And from Portugal, Pepe Aromas. Welcome, welcome here tonight. Thank you for joining. Some of you have brought beautiful objects with you. And I'm looking forward to hearing what they are all about. So would you like to start with Estonia? What have you brought with you?
Yes, good afternoon. This is not a baby food. This is a gut-friendly fruit puree. When I was a child, my grandfather squeezed apple juice with a simple pneumatic press, and the juice was the valuable product, but all the pulp was like a waste. Some smart people feeded animals, domestic animals with it, but it was considered as a waste. So what we did a lot of research, and we found that many valuable compounds are divided between the juice and the pulp proportionally. But there is one compound which remains mainly in the pulp, and this is fibers. So we did a lot of research and added some more fibers, and it has become a really gut-friendly fruit puree. Our fibes is a good example of circular economy and waste-free production. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sulev. Now let's move to Belgium. I see an object from the treated wastewater for sub-irrigation. Is this a drainage pipe, or am I mistaken?
Correct, thank you. I'll give it to you for a while. Yeah, we brought a drainage pipe. Pipes like these are used all in Belgium on the more low-lying wet fields to remove the water from the fields and to make these type of grounds suitable for intensive agriculture. However, now we see in the more dry summers that we have more and more that these fields are becoming too dry, and that we need to adapt these kind of drainage systems, which can only remove the water, to new systems which can only also store the water, and also where we can actively bring in new water, where we can change them from a drainage system to a sub-infiltration or a sub-irrigation system. And that is what we are now trying on our field sites in the north of Belgium, where we are also using another innovative water source, mainly treated wastewater of very high quality, and where we see that by using this type of water in this system, we can, in the short term, provide water during very dry summers that we have more and more, but also in the long term, use this system to recharge the depleted groundwater reserves that we have in a lot of places in Belgium. And we are very, very excited with the first results that we have in the first 2 years of our project, so thank you.
Thank you very much, Tom. And now let's hear from Gofitovid from Spain. Emilio.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. First, thanks a lot to have the opportunity to be here. We are the winners already, all of us. So it's nice.
Indeed.
We wanted to bring something heavy. We wanted to bring a satellite, but it was impossible. Vueling didn't take us the opportunity. So we came with this one. This drone is a UAV. Why? It's linked to the objective of the project. So we wanted to follow the farm-to-fork strategy and to reduce by 50% the use of pesticides. But we need to characterize the canopy. And this is what we did from the air. We used a drone, we obtained the canopy maps, we used our app, thematic, to convert it into a local and normal language for farmers, because there is not a single farmer using NDVIs or whatever, but everybody knows about liters per hectare, and then we apply it. The meaning is, as we used to I used to tell to my students, when my son, he was a kid, there is some medicine that is based in 1 spoon per 10 kilos of a child. With 1 spoon was enough. Now my son is like better than me, bigger than me. So he needs 1 liter. So big trees, large amount of pesticides. Low trees, low amount of pesticides. As a result, around 40% of pesticide reduction, and growers are really happy. We too. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emilio. And from Spain, let's go to Finland and to Korokausi. Marco, what have you brought with you? It's not Marco. Okay, I'm sorry. Please.
Yeah, from field to glass.
From field to glass. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry for the mistake.
Hello and thanks, everybody. I bring with me a statue It represents a god from a Sardinian people that was mercenaries. They fought in Egypt, in Mesopotamia, 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. His name is Marduk. He had 4 arms, sorry for my finger, 4 arms and 4 eyes. It means that it's stronger. Marduk was stronger than other, and it can look beyond other. And looking beyond, we make our payoff. That is, our payoff is look beyond. Why? We look for the best quality in beer, and we look for using all the byproducts of our chain from the field to glass. And we make so a circular economy model. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I hope that I will get it right. Is it Finland?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Finland and Korokausi.
Thank you. What is the symbol of COVID time? It's the face mask. And that symbolizes our project very, very well, because our task was to solve the crisis of seasonal workers. Suddenly Finland was missing 16,000 workers. And our project task was to help in that. We organized, for example, charter flights from Ukraine. We built an air bridge to Ukraine, and where we started, how to make it COVID safely. And we started with the face mask. Of course, we did other things also. So it symbolizes our time. And it's actually nice to see you all with faces, because during our project, we could see only the eyes. So we knew our project partners through eyes because of the mask.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marco.
And our last project from Portugal, I suggest that you take a step in front so that you can also be seen from the audience. Okay. Please, okay. Don't be shy. No. It's everybody. It's the first time for everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. We are very proud. We are a family company. And the object that Susanna, that is my sister, brings here, it's a prickly pear seed oil. It's an oil made from waste, from the fruit, the seeds of the fruit. We are here representing not only my country, but a lot of agriculture that are in Portugal and that have this culture and believe in the culture of the cactus, because the cactus, it's have a huge of opportunities to develop. We have zero waste with this product, from the fruit to the pads to the spines. All we can grab and make something from the cactus. But beside the object, I like to also to give a word to my sister, because we are family, and family also it's very important for the business to go on. So thanks for everything. Okay. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Let's give a warm applause. You gave it already. Please leave your objects on the table. Go back to your seats, and we will call you again when we are announcing the winners. Thank you very much for coming here tonight. And now back to David. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, we allow our big group in the second category to take their seats again. Our third category is the socio-economic fabric of rural areas. In this category, the focus is on projects which strengthen the socio-economic resilience of rural Europe, address social aspects innovatively, and make rural society more inclusive. Let's take a look at the project nominees. Okay, so now we'll invite them up to this stage. So our nominees in this are from Romania, Kayak Smile. From Germany, Mensch, Biene, Bildung, so people, bees, and education. From the Netherlands, Doetinchem Urban Farm. From Belgium, Food Act 13. From Spain, Regional Cooperation Project, plus business, plus employment. And from Slovenia, the Lure. Thank you for being here, and welcome. And the objects get more interesting. Okay, so assuming I've got you in correct order, I'm going to start, I hope, with Kayak Smile. Yes? Yeah, excellent.
Thank you. First of all, I want to congratulate everybody for good things you are doing. I bring a kayak here because our journey began when we put for the first time one guy with disability in a kayak. And we discover how important is adaptive sport for them, for their mentality, for their health. And from then, we are traveling all around Romania, and we are making lakes accessibility for them. We put pontoons, special kayaks for them. We are kayaking with thousands of people with disability. Even we have blind people who are going alone on the lake with a kayak. In the winter, we are traveling all around Romania, and we are skiing with people with disabilities. This winter, we was skiing with 1,000 people with disabilities, even blind people and people with locomotor disabilities. And I want to thank the Romanian Rural Network and Someș Code Local Action Group, because they buy me the first kayak. And they buy me the first kayak, and they help me to build the social center. And I learn everything what I have to do for them to go national. And that's why I'm here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thankfully, I can see from the honey that this must be Biene Bildung, sorry. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I brought you a glass of honey. It's made from people with disabilities. And these people are our bean shepherds. They give us this name for themselves. And these bean shepherds not only produce this honey, they also teach others not to be afraid about bees, especially little children. And they told about the worth of the bees in our nature. And if these people, and some of them have really heavy disabilities, if they can take a part to protect our planet, then there's no apologize for none to do this also.
Okay, thank you. And now the Urban Farm Doetinchem, yes?
Hello, everybody. I'm going to ask to use your imagination, because I don't have an object, because it was way too heavy. My object is an iron pan or stove. That's the perfect symbol for my project. We have an urban farm where we grow vegetables together with a lot of people with different backgrounds. We cook together. So the vegetables come in the pan and we eat together because food connects people, and that's, I think, the heart of our project, Stadsboerin.
Okay, thank you. And I can see this is Food Act 13, yeah.
This is Food Act 13, yeah. 5 years ago, there was a simple idea, like collaboration of 14 local authorities who thought about how can we provide our food banks some fresh food, like vegetables, fruits, meat, fish, and so on. By giving people a contract, people who are with distance towards the labor market, we are collecting food surplus by retail, and we redistribute it to food banks. So in total, last 5 years, we collected 2 million kilos of food surplus, and we redistributed to food banks. And in total, we filled like 500,000 of these boxes and redistributed them in our region. So we are very proud and also very thankful and grateful for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, from Spain, the Regional Cooperation Project, please.
Thank you. Good afternoon. We decided to bring this notebook from our project Plus Company, Plus Employment, which represent the importance of time.
Hi. Sorry because my voice is not good, but it's okay. This project highlights the importance of working on individual qualities of people to be able to form teams work like, to be able to form teams work. There are commitment to a common goals because we think we can only improve through cooperation.
Thank you for struggling through. Thank you. And the Laura from Slovenia. Please come again. If you come forward, then you get seen. And yep, thank you. Yeah, please.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all of the finalists. So our project, The Lore, was about cultural heritage of a very tiny region, Brkini and Karst in Slovenia. So we took heritage and we wanted to use it to connect the community. We made 10 documentaries about local heritage, which have toured around in the last couple of months. We used 3D technology, photogrammetry, and some other digitalization tools like augmented reality to capture handicraft projects. And we wanted to support local people, elderly people, local handicraft makers to better be able to promote their heritage, so their products, and actually the whole region. The picture which is here symbolizes something that is given, so from last generation, from our ancestors to us, and then we wanted to give it further to the future generations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll take it. So, I'll ask you to leave your objects. You will get them back, don't worry. But I'll ask you to leave your objects on the table and return to the audience. Thank you very much to our finalists in this category. Irini, back to you.
Thank you, David. And now, rural stakeholder skills. In this category, projects demonstrate lifelong learning that empowers people to contribute to green and digital transitions and support innovation. Let's have a look at a video presenting all the finalists. And now let's invite the finalists to the stage. The nominated finalists for this category are from Finland, Aika on, Plenty of Time, welcome. From Belgium, Local Energy for Farmers and Citizens. From Luxembourg, Frau de Bauer, Ask the Farmer. From Austria, Zam on the Move. From Italy, Pastoral School for Young Shepherds. And from Germany, Creating Transparency. Welcome. And I see that you have also brought many and beautiful projects. So should we start with Anu from Aika on Finland? I see a booth.
Okay, thank you. I took a pair of shoes because we had a management project, Plenty of Time, and this tells about the effective work that the farmers are doing, and then they actually have more time to do something else. So there is plenty of time. And it also tells about our discussion groups, because we had a lot of very important things to do, but also a lot of fun, which is also important. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's move to Luxembourg and ask the farmer, Frau de Bauer. I hope I pronounce it correctly.
Yes, correctly. I brought 3D virtual glasses. These we use in our classes. So a part of the project is we want to teach the students how real modern agriculture works. And one part of it is to visit a farm, but not every class has the possibility to go to a farm. Is it too far, or they don't have the budget to go there? So we bought these glasses so every student can have a virtual tour around the farm to see the real life on a farm. So we have hog farms, chicken farms, which usually you can't go there. So we make it possible to see it via this technology.
Thank you very much,
Merci.
Jérôme. And now let's hear from Zam on the Move from Austria.
The object I bring with me is a manual for women farmers for professional representation work. And the project name is TAM on the Move. And TAM means Certificate Course for Professional Presentation Work. In Austria, 35% of farms are run by a woman. This percentage is very high compared to Europe, but women are underrepresented in agricultural committees and in politics. That's why our organization has adopted the Charter for Partnership-Based Relationship of Interest in Agriculture and Forestry in 2017. Since then, there have been TAM courses in every federal state. TAM courses are only available for women farmers, and the courses give the female farmers the necessary tools to get into the business of agriculture committees and in politics. And one of the sentences written in this manual is the question, women, what is stopping us? And this is my answer. Nothing's gonna stop us.
Thank you for this empowering message. And from Austria to neighboring Italy and the Pastoral School of Young Shepherds. Daniela.
First of all, thank you for this opportunity. I'm very excited to be here. And the object we have chosen to represent our school is a braided bracelet with raw sheep wool from the Italian Alps. It symbolizes shepherding. That is an ancient activity based on grazing and animal breeding. And this ancient activity has connected people and places for millennia through Europe, through mountains of Europe, through the path of transhumance. And the role of shepherd is a very important role, as they are the guardians of the mountain. In fact, shepherding is not just animal husbandry, but is much more than that. Is sheets making, animal care and pasture, wool crafting, and is a source of income, but also a lifestyle choice, and embodies a sustainable production and a healthy relationship with mountains and local identity. This activity can be attractive for young people, we have discovered, coming from different experiences. In fact, the students of our school come, more young women than men, come from big cities like Vera, that is here with us today, but also from family farms. And they are all connected by the common desire to be shepherd and live in the mountain. This is a very, very, very connecting them very much. And they also, they together are creating an extraordinary melting pot, giving, shepherding, and remote rural areas they've chosen to live in a new life. This is the first step towards a cultural change, a new culture that is needed for a true transition, green transition.
Thank you very much, Daniela. And finally, let's hear from Creating Transparency and Malte. Malte, I would invite you to take a step forward.
Thank you very much for being here, and I'm here for Creating Transparency, our network in Lower Saxony in Germany. And what I brought is this little shovel that is a tool, very often used tool in our educational programs and our learning events. Our project has the aim to support, to give the opportunity to young people to learn more about agriculture and about food production and about nutrition and about agriculture-related topics on sustainable development, such as climate crisis and biodiversity. So we are very lucky to have a huge and a very big network in Lower Saxony of regional coordinators. We have more than 80,000 participants that are taking part every year in our environmental and our educational programs, on our learning events. And the little shovel I brought, it's the experience of working with your hands, with the soil, digging in the soil. It's much more. It leaves a much more. Sustainable impression on the students than being in the classroom only. And the shovel represents digging deeper into the various dimensions on sustainable development, not only into knowledge, but also into comprehending and understanding, for example, why the protection of soil is so important. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for these insightful descriptions. Please go back to your seats. Leave your objects on the table first, and we will call you again once we are announcing the winners. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, we've met all the finalists, we've heard from each of the categories, and we're just about to get to the very exciting part of this evening, which is announcing the winners. But, no woo? Can I get woo? Woo? Woo. Yeah, a little more, a little more. You're warming up, you'll get there, we'll get there after the interval. But we are going to have a short pause. It's pointless being in this theatre and not having some kind of real entertainment. And by real entertainment, I don't mean a funny-sounding man wearing a skirt. I mean proper entertainment. So we have with us tonight, I'm delighted to say, Stephen Dellera. Stephen Dellera, in his stand-up performance, skillfully displays amazement. Breathtaking for the audience, the act revolves around maintaining an illusion. With visual mental acts, mentalism, interaction, and humor, Stephen manages, apparently it reads here, to keep control while ultimately leaving the spectator off balance. Stephen achieved a finalist position in Belgium's Got Talent in 2015 and 2019. I leave you in the capable hands of Stephen de Lera.
Yes. Hello, everyone. We're very pleased to be here. My name is Stephen, as you have heard, and yes, I am a professional magician. Yes, thank you. Yes. Which actually means that I spend too much time alone. Thank you for your compassion. Now, when people think about magic, they only think about two things. They think it's all about sleight of hand, or they think it's all about distraction. While in fact, we can use way other things to distract you. For example, if you think about our vision, it's very bad. Yes. Only 40% of our vision is actually in full focus, meaning that the other 60% is unsharp. So I don't need a lot of distraction. You are already half blind. Yes. And also there's something like frames per second that we see. It's more or less, with a human being, around 30 frames per second. Yeah, that we see. That seems okay, right? A fly that is 1,000,000 times smaller than us sees about 300 frames per second. So not only are you half blind, the things that you're seeing correctly, you also see it in slow motion. Yes, it's very easy. And then there are other things, like, for example, pattern recognition. Oh, my God. Yes, pattern recognition is very bad for you, because you actually always refer to images that you know from the past. But sometimes this pattern recognition can create a lot of holes. Yes, did you all see that this wasn't a real glasses here? There are holes, you cannot see through it. It's actually a fake thing. As you can see, you cannot see through it. It's only here to distract you from the fact that I can produce, for example, a full glass of liquid, especially for you tonight. Let's have a drink. Cheers. Now, I would like to invite actually somebody who is going to join me on stage for a little journey that I would like to make. It's an imaginary journey, which we will take with one person. And I've actually predicted something. It's right into this envelope over here. And I need one person. So the first person that catches this towel may join me on stage. Here we go. Yeah, it doesn't fall very far, just one time behind you, and then we find our first volunteer, one time behind you. Yes, and then it gently flows. It touches the side of one gentleman. Yes, I think it was. You just take the towel with you, and give him an encouraging applause, please. Oh, another person takes the responsibility. It's okay. Yes, you can do it. Oh, no, she just changes her mind. This is going to be a completely strange mentalism act. Just give him a random applause again. Let me move this a little bit forward. Yes, I need this one for the next act. It's a crisis for everyone. Hi, what's your name? Matthias. Very nice to meet you. We will make an imaginary travel. We will have to choose a country, any country. Then you will have a sport activity done in that country. And then you will need a guide to lead you in that country. First of all, we go for the country. There are more than 300 countries you can choose from. I've mentioned them all here on my map. You can see all the countries are here. And can you just take this marker, just like this? And you may put a little cross, just blindfold. Just close your eyes, and right hand or left hand, it doesn't matter. You just put a little cross whenever you want, okay? Just not look. Okay, a little cross, a little X. Have you done it? Really? Okay. Maybe can you look if you didn't land it somewhere in the sea? Yes? Okay, can you close the pen, please? Okay, so you didn't land up somewhere in the sea? Oh, maybe some people think that I changed the map. Can you just also sign it? Just sign it if you want. So we know for sure that it stays in the right position like here. So any country you have chosen from over 300 countries. Now it's time to do some physical activities. So here they are. You can go for the jet ski, badminton, surfing, It's about 50 different sport activities that you can choose from. I don't know if you're a sportive guy. Yes, but of course, people could think that I looked you up on Facebook and I already know which sport you're going to like. Okay. So we will make it more like a random decision. Just open it up at one page, you just look at it so nobody sees it, and then you may just place it over like this. Are you able to do that? Just stretch out your right hand. That's correctly. Okay, just put a step forward. Just with your left hand, open it on one page. On one page only. Just look at it and place it over there. Did somebody see it? No? Okay, that's perfect. You've done a great job. And then, of course, we need any guide from this 5, I must say, top awarded, renowned guides I've tried to catch up for you. But I must say, most people go for number 3. It's up to you if you're like most people or if you're more exceptional. But I don't want to influence you. But which number do you want to choose from 1 to 5? Any number you want. It's got the most stars. They're not rated, actually, so it's completely at random. Make your decision now. You want the guy number 5. Oh, that's exceptional. That's also exceptional. You've done a very great job here. It's difficult to take them out. Okay, let's maybe have a look on what you didn't choose. It's Emma Stone, Rihanna, Julia Roberts, and Beyonce. And actually, you choose the only one. There's the male one. It's Will Smith. Yes, you just ruined your trip with Emma Stone. That's very bad. Well, let's have a look at the prediction that I've made in front. Because you, of course, have the tendency to think that you made all these random decisions. And there's no way I could predict some act like this, because if you multiply all the possibilities, it's more than 300 countries, more than 50 sports, multiplied by, again, 5 guided. It's impossible. It's an impossible act. So a lot of things could go wrong. Are you excited to see the prediction? Sure. Yes, to be honest, me as well. Yes. Let's have a look. Come in front. In this map. And there's only one prediction. We could see the first thing appearing, and it's our guide. Exactly, everyone picks number 5, and that's exactly our Will Smith, the first guide. Yes. That's already good, but then you could have chosen any country from the map, and there we see, welcome to Peru, and the map is empty. Can you have a check? Yes. Just welcome to Peru, so keep it just like this. We will have a look at the map. You could have put a cross on any country you wanted, and I think it's exactly here. You also signed it here in Latin America in very close up. Is it correct? Did you sign for Peru or not? It's exactly Peru. But then, take it like this. You could have taken any sport activity, and as you could see, he's skiing. So from all the sport activities, you exactly chose to go bowling. Yes. That's bad. Yes. Yes. Congratulations. Yes, you're the first person that ruins my act. Sorry about that. But I have good news, because Will Smith is actually skiing down to the bowling center. Yes. You don't believe me? No, just take it like this. Of course, I'm a magician. I can change this picture. Watch this. Now, that would have been really wonderful, no? I can do that. But there's even more. You see that he has a briefcase, yes? And it's actually the same briefcase as which I came up on stage. And in this briefcase, I have just one thing, especially for you, from the 50 sports available. And it's exactly a bowling ball. So that's a sport activity which doesn't even fit inside. It's very strange. And of course, to really make it understandable, he's actually skiing to the bowling. And I wish you a very good trip with Will Smith. Thank you very much. Give him a big applause. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Once again, Stephen Delaire, ladies and gentlemen. So I think you've waited long enough, and now I'm just going to check, because what we did want to do was we had a couple of latecomers. I think we still have one category finalist stuck in traffic, but I'm just going to check our Slovenian project. Hello, would you like to come up and give us your object? Please, come on. It wasn't your fault. You can't control all the elements. Thank you very much for being with us. This is our other finalist, and Irini, perhaps you'd like to offer the opportunity to say a few words.
Yes.
Thank you very much. It was a really stressful day for us. We were 3 hours in Frankfurt because of snowing, but now we want to tell something about our project.
Please.
So, our project is about the natural water resources, and we couldn't brought the water with us, so we brought this water bottle. And we also brought this cup for the water. The goal of our project is to maintain the natural waters in our Kamnik-Savinja Alps in Slovenia as pure as they are. So, we had several activities, among them also different festivals of drinking natural water, and we also made a long-distance walking path in the Kamnik-Savinja Alps. So this hiking trail is almost 200 kilometers long, and you can walk from one spring to another spring and drink natural water from the springs directly. On some of the springs we also have these cups that are there, and you can drink directly from the water. But our obligation is also to monitor the water springs twice a year or something like that, so that we can avoid of water not being clean. Okay?
Thank you. I just want to say one more thing, that the main point of our project is to protect clean water. In our region, we can still drink water directly from spring, and we hope that this will stay in future too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Please leave your object with the rest.
Yes.
So now is the part that, so please take your seat back in the audience, thank you. Now is the part that you've been waiting for, so I'd like to invite Mr. Burtscher to rejoin us on the stage, please, because it's time to now start to announce the winners. Can I get a woo this time? Better. Thank you. So we will start with the environmental protection category. So let's remind ourselves just one more time of the finalists in this category. A round of applause for them again, please. I don't think we should keep them waiting any longer. Mr. Burtscher, would you please reveal the winner?
And the winner is... the Landscape Farm, Portugal.
Second, please. Would the winners like to say a few words? Would you like to say anything at all? We can give you a microphone. You can go up to this one here.
It's okay. I'd just like to say thank you for everyone that has voted in us. It's a great pleasure to be nominated in such a a beautiful project like all of them are a beautiful project, and I think all of us are winners, so it means a lot for us, so thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, you're right, you are all winners, and I've asked you to stay there for 1 second because the jury occasionally will say that they think that this recognition is due elsewhere, and while we recognize all of you, in this category they asked for one more project receive special recommendation and recognition, and so they awarded the status of highly commended to Farming from Nature from Austria. Could you please also come up? A quick picture. Yep. And before you go, we've got a picture of both, first of all, your project alone, and if I can ask you both to come alongside, and we'll get pictures of both of you, all of you together, if that's okay. If you can just about manage, excellent. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you all, and please go and rejoin the audience. And at this time, we start to gather pace. Our next category is smart and competitive agriculture.
Have a look at the finalists once again, just to remember. Let's applaud them. And then, Mr. Burtscher, may I ask you please to announce the winner?
And the winner is Korokausi, Finland.
Picture first. Would you like to say some words?
You don't have to.
we have to say. Actually, we both will say a few words. I want to thank Marko Mäki-Hakola for just the great work behind this our project. Every project needs people, very talented people, and we are very happy in Finland, in MTK, that we have great people working for the organization. So let's give a big hand for Mr. Mäki-Hakola.
Thank you, Jyrki. We started the project when COVID started. It was difficult times. Our farmers, they were afraid they don't get any seasonal workers. Perhaps the best prize was when first of our charter flights, which were arranged from Ukraine, came to airport, and we realized that those foreign workers are family members to our farmers. They were hugging, they were crying, and then we understood that now we are doing something remarkable. So I think that was already the best prize during the project, that we could save our farmers and also provide the new tools that they are still using nowadays. But thank you for everybody. It was a great honor.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. And now let's move to the socio-economic fabric of rural areas category.
So let's remind ourselves and give them a round of applause, please, the finalists in this category. Mr. Burtscher, can I ask you to announce the winner, please?
Yes, the winner is Regional Cooperation Project, Business Employment, Spain.
I hope you've got your voice back and you can say a few words. You don't have to, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I can. I want to say sorry because we did a really good job in this project. We are like a connection between people who live in small towns and the business who live in small towns too. No? People is looking for jobs, and this business, they are looking for people who want to come to our towns to live. So thank you for this project.
Congratulations.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Cape New York, for awarding this European Award from Agriculture and Rural Inspiration to our project. Award that represents the collaborative work of 20 local active groups from Castilla y León, Spain. Thank you to the technical teams for their job. Plus company, plus employment is a good innovation practice that plus people and the center, because people are the ones to add value to the economic and social development of our water. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, in this category, the jury also wanted to award a special commendation status. So they wish to award the special commendation status to Food Act 13 from Belgium. In this, they recognize the innovation and transferability, so please come to the stage and receive your highly commended status. Congratulations. And one more photo with all together. Thank you. Ladies, come and join. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, Irini, our fourth award for tonight, Rural Stakeholder Skills.
Have a look at all the finalists of this category, the rural stakeholder skills. And Mr. Burtscher, are you ready?
I'm ready. The drums. And the winner is in the second round. It's local energy for farmers and citizens. Belgium.
Would you like to say a few words to us?
Yes, unfortunately the people of the project couldn't come today, but I'm very happy to take this prize. It's also the very first time for Flanders to achieve such an award. So we are very happy with it. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you. So now we move to the popular vote. So we have the winners from across our 4 categories, but we're not done just yet. Now, to give us some reflections on what it's like to win a popular vote, we'd like to ask to the stage the winner of last year's, yes, you, the winner of last year's project, Tommi Rajala. Please join us. So Tommi joins us from last year's project, Tommi, please, the most pessimistic village in Finland. Let's just remind ourselves a little bit about his project. Tommi, you won last year's award. It must have been a thrilling experience.
Yes.
I thought you might say, go on, yeah. Anything more?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, please.
Always, as a professional pessimist, I am really thrilled when somebody recognizes that the pessimism is the way for the future. And it was really surprised that pessimism is also so popular.
I can understand that. And what's happened with your project since last year?
It's been a constant party because of the award. And I'm really happy that I can stop partying now.
I see that. It shows on your face. And do you have any advice for this year's winners?
No.
Tommi, thank you for those warm words.
It's so nice to be here again.
It resonates, it really does. Thank you. Well, Tommi, because you had the honor of winning last year, we are going to ask you to hand the baton on and present the trophy. But of course, we've been gathering these votes for over a month. We've made the link available for an open vote on what is, let's be honest, the most popular of all the categories. So let's remind ourselves once more of all our 24 finalists from across all the categories. We've received over 13,000 votes until last Friday evening at 6 p.m. when the voting closed. But the voting has closed. The votes have been checked and counted. And Mr. Burtscher, we can reveal that the winner of the popular vote for 2023 is...
Urban Farm Tuttinchem, the Netherlands.
Would you like to say something? Please.
Thank you. I'm surprised, but it's great, and I think Europe needs places where people can connect and meet again. So if this is inspiring for people to start places like that, I'm very grateful. And I hope it will inspire people to be together, to connect, and no, that's all I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, thank you. Tommi, thank you. So that's nearly the end of ARIA 2023. Congratulations to the Landscape Farm, to Kodakausi, to the Local Energy for Farmers and Citizens, to the Regional Cooperation and Business and Employment, and to the Urban Farm Doetinchem. All worthy winners. But before we bring it to a close, I'd like Mr. Burtscher, perhaps you'd like to say a few final words?
Ladies and gentlemen, and dear project owners, if you are here in Brussels, you are to a certain extent suffering from the Brussels bubble. And I must say it is really a great moment to have you all here and to show how innovative, how vibrant your rural areas are, thanks to your efforts. And I think it shows another thing. In these days, the Common Agricultural Policy, public support is often questioned as whether we are able to deliver results in terms of environment, biodiversity, climate change, in terms of competitiveness, innovation, digitalization, but also with respect to social issues. And I think the projects which we have seen here today really show that thanks to your efforts, we are in a position to deliver on the policy objectives. So thank you very much for all your efforts and your great projects. Many thanks.
Thank you. So just as a concluding point, we've been trying to, in the finalists in this project, in the whole competition, we've tried to reflect the diversity of projects, of themes and of geographies, and to have a fair and balanced process across the EU.
To this end, the jury is composed of representatives from the European Commission, from the EU CAP network support units, and EU stakeholder representatives, this year including Copa-Cogeca, representing European farmers. The jury overall has a balanced geographical representation.
And this year we've had winners for the first time representing the broadest scope of the Common Agricultural Policy, and from Portugal for the first time. We still hope that member states understand this isn't the only way to communicate these magnificent projects. And we'll be looking at all the submitted entries to try and make sure we get that transferability, that we transmit this information, share it across as broad a spectrum as we possibly can.
The real prize for us is that these projects deliver, and that is the real value in recognize them through ARIA. We also encourage you to promote these projects. Simply to be here tonight is a recognition of their quality.
So have a look around at the objects on the table, around the room, around the auditorium. We have information about each project. We have
posters.
Yep. And we have also the website and our publications that you can find out a lot more. So we're now going to take a 10-minute break. Now, an important point here is you'll need to take everything with you, especially this part of the auditorium, out with you, because we're going to take out all the seats. We're going to invite you to go for a drink outside the auditorium. Take all your objects with you, including your trophies, most importantly, and that naked man in row 9, put your clothes back on. But please go and have a drink. Refresh yourselves and come back, because we have another little surprise just to finish off the process after you've had your break, and you can come back. But go and try and meet the projects and bring them and understand what they can bring to you. One last thing, not everybody, because we're going to ask all of the finalists to stay here with my colleague Irini, and we'll get one big group photo. Thank you very much.